As my platform grows, so would a dialogue. You know, I don't need to trash and I don't need to tear down another content creator's content or that person for my personal enjoyment, because there's only so much of that you can do before people start to realize that you ain't shit. There's only so much of the same nonsense that you can talk about and that you can do before people start to realize that you ain't shit. And that's what makes me not in the same box. That's what makes me a little bit different. Depending on super chats and cash apps to pay my bills. Because I have a real life outside of this YouTube screen. So a person that is dependent on these super chats and cash apps can never be on the same level as me. And that's why I'm able to speak freely, and that's why I'm able to say what I want and not risk cancellation, not risk getting evicted or losing my cars if people don't like what I say when I speak the truth. See, a lot of people have problems in this content creation space because they spend time trying to be something that they're not. You're not a tough guy in real life, but you want to be a tough guy on screen. You live a mediocre, average life, but you want to be a rich guy or a rich woman and become affluent when you get on the screen. I'm not really a person to give advice, but I will give insight. The key to longevity is to be yourself. And don't change up. Be yourself and don't change up. Because it's gonna be people that come and try to knock you off your square. And when they come, you gotta keep your balance. Gotta show them what's up. So like I said, I wasn't going to be on here long, and I'm going to keep that word. I'm going to keep that promise, just like I said. I'm wrapping this up right now. If you guys haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. If you want to support the channel financially, hit me up on Cash App. $Z864PC. Also, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter, Zone864TV. Straight like that. And I appreciate y'all for watching me this evening. You guys have a blessed day today. Have a prosperous day. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.
YouTube, this is Makivia, and I want to discuss the issue of Black women, us desiring love and marriage, but unfortunately a lot of us are not getting what we desire. Women, we have to understand that the majority of the people in our community that are being promoted love and marriage are the women. But what's being promoted towards the men is the total opposite. The men it's being promoted for them to make money and to sleep with a lot of women. So there's a conflict in what is promoted to the men in our community and what is promoted to the women in our community. How is it going to work, women, if we are taught that we need to love, cherish, and marry a black man, but the black man is taught to get as many whores and to make money? That is all they're taught. How is that going to work? You need to understand that that is the reality of the collective of the men in our community. I hate when we say not all, because that's so disingenuous. The truth of the matter is the collective, the majority of the men actually feed into just having sex with a bunch of women and making money. And half of them ain't even trying to make money. They just want to be with a bunch of women. So if that is promoted to the men, how are you going to get what you desire? If you want to have someone love you, respect you, and marry you so that you can have a family, how are you going to do that if the only thing that is being promoted to the collective of the men in our community is sleeping with a lot of women and has nothing to do with love? The truth of the matter is the majority of the black men in the community do not know what love is. They just don't. And in fact, they do not desire to have it. And women, you need to understand that. They do not understand how to even love their own children. Why is it that you think they complain about child support? Now think about it. Child support is there so that the child or children can have the things that they or that child needs. That is what child support is. But in the black community, child support is the devil when it concerns the men. But child support helps children have a roof over their head, food in their stomach, warm in the winter, cool in the summer, medical care, dental care, vision care, have money for activities at school, go to the zoo, go to the amusement park, take a trip. You see, they complain about child support because they don't want their children to experience those things. That is factual.
Yo,
Because
shout
they
out
do
to
not
everybody
understand
that came
what
over.
love is.
We
When
just
you have
gonna
a
let her.
child
We're
or
gonna let her dig
children,
herself a hole right
everything
now.
that you do at that point goes into that child. But what is promoted in the black community is for black men to be selfish and to not want to do anything for their offspring. And so that's why such a large percentage of the community that don't want to pay child support. Because they truly don't want to love their children. Because if you love your children, you want the best for them. That is factual. So ladies, you want something that is not promoted to the men. So you need to realize that. That is the reality of things. Are there some women that are going to get a black man that desire those things? Yes. I found a husband like that. Now, as I stated before, I don't really talk much about my marriage because it's not about that. I really want to concentrate more on uplifting black women. And that's what's important to me. But yes, no, my marriage is not perfect. We've been through some things, and there's been a couple of times I didn't know we was going to make it, but we did. We've been married for 26 years. But the one thing I can tell you is love. That has to be there. It really does. And it's not the only thing. You need communication and things of that sort. It's a lot of things that you need to have a successful marriage. But number one is love and respect of not only yourself, but the person that you're with. And that is not promoted in the black community to the men. So now you have a bunch of women that desire that, but a bunch of men that don't. And that's why it feels like we're constantly against each other, because we don't have the same vision. We don't. Some of you guys are going to get a black man that have that vision, but the collective of black men do not have that vision. So the collective is not going to give the collective of black women what they desire. So this is why there are so many women that talk about going somewhere else. I am not a divesting channel. That is not my thing. What is my thing is black women. That is what this channel is for. To uplift you guys, to love yourself and respect yourself. And in that, you will find the mate that's best for you. Because you love yourself and respect yourself. But you must understand that a lot of the men in our community, one, don't love themselves. So how the heck they gonna love you? It's not promoted, ladies. It's not promoted for the men in our community to love themselves. That is the reason why they do not understand that in order for people to actually see them as a viable man, they must see them build in their community. If you love yourself, you love your community, and you want to build in your community. You do not want to see your communities crumble down to nothing. And when you look at black communities, that is what's happening because of all the violence that is created by the men in the community. They do not love themselves, so they do not love their community. And yet these are the men that you're trying to have a family with. It's not going to work. And that is the reality. And I want women to start to understand that. The reality is the mentality of the men in the community as a collective. It is not promoted to them to love and have family. It is not. You need to get that. And I'm sorry that that's just the truth. Some of y'all will get y'all black man, but the majority of y'all won't. And I don't want you guys to not get what you desire. But you're going to have to go in other places, go into other spaces. Because unfortunately, love is not promoted in our community. Love in our community is taboo. And that is the sad thing. That it's not even promoted for the men in our community to love their own children. That's why they complain about child support so much. Ladies, if you want to be loved and be married, you may have to go somewhere else because it's not promoted. It is not promoted to the men to desire that. It is only promoted to us. And it really saddens me. And I really don't have much to say on this other than, ladies, if you desire that, you're going to have to go somewhere else. But you have to first love yourself, because as I say, you must love yourself so that you can love someone else. Respect yourself. That is very important. And that will make you be the best representation of yourself. And that's what I desire for you guys. I love black women. I love being black. I want you guys to always feel the same way. I wish you could be in a loving marriage with a black man. I really do. But that's not the reality for the majority of you guys. And that is something that you're just going to have to swallow. Sorry. So don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any content that you would like me to discuss, please email it to me. I love you, ladies. I want the best for you. But you need to want the best for yourself. You have a lovely rest of your Sunday. Bye.
Yeah. Mr. Palmer up in the building over here with Mr. and Mrs. Goodbread. That's some tripped out ass shit what I just seen. You can't make this shit up. I don't know. She said child support is good for them, take care of their medical and all this other shit. If you're getting $500 a month, $300 a month, and all that shit, how's that good for medical? Medical costs more than that. And how's that supposed to take care of your livelihood? Because most of these baby mama tears don't use the money for the child's need. They use it for their goddamn self. Shout out to the baby mama tears bounty hunter that's up in here. You know what I'm saying? Come to tune in with me and Mr. and Mrs. Goodbread. We're going to definitely get in. I'm going to be on here for about an hour. Then I got to get back on the couch. I ain't been on the couch all day. But a lot of things she was saying, I told you, the typical shit we hear all the time. Black men do not love themselves. And that I have to agree. I have to agree. And I'm gonna tell you why. Who are they raised by? They're raised by baby mama terrorists who chose single motherism. So of course, the majority is not gonna love themselves. Look who they was raised by. Look at Timothy Simp Skins. Look who he was raised by. He didn't love himself. So when these black women talking about other black women should go somewhere else, I ain't got no problem with that. Cause I'd rather for you baby mama tell get the fuck away from me and I ain't got to make a move at all. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, appreciate y'all tuning in. These baby mama terrorists, I told y'all make excuses, talking about what the black man don't want. When again, y'all black women been having our boys for the last 30, 40, 50, and 60 fucking years. And y'all still want to point around talking about it's because of the men. No. Let's go back to who raised them, who birthed them, who molded them to be who they are today. Real talk.
Palmer, you hear me?
I hear you now, loud and clear.
All right. We here. We here, y'all. Y'all know how it is, guys. Y'all know what it is, man. When they say hood, I'm hood. All right, guys. But don't let that, don't get it twisted.
Not at all.
All right, so Mr. Palmer, you was talking about the baby mama terrorists, and that's the graph that I have on the screen, guys. Those of you that's over here, y'all might identify with the baby mama terrorists as hell of a mothers. So when you hear him say anything about baby mama terrorists, that's exactly what we identify with as hell of a mothers.
Yeah, that's what they are. They domestic terrorists.
Absolutely. And you wanna go into how you came up with that name for them?
You know what? How I came up with the name Baby Mama Terrorist. I'll be watching Phil. He's from the used to be called the Advice Show. And now he's called the African Diaspora. He got like 3 different YouTubes. He got 1 million subscribers on one and he got over 206,000 on another. He talked and he got one that's like 600, 700,000 subscribers. He talked about, the black people as a whole worldwide. He talked about the white supremacists. He talked about black unity, black brotherhood, sisterhood, and stuff like that. And travel to to the African continent and stuff like that. And he calls these white supremacists, he calls them white supremacist terrorists. And I already had my mind talking about these no good ass baby mama terrorists. That would make me come out with baby mama terrorists. I said, yeah, I got it. I said, okay, baby mama terrorists. And when people say, why you call them baby mama terrorists? I said, because they asked me, what's the meaning behind it? A baby mama terrorist is one who terrorized fathers for being their child's lives. And these are domestic terrorists because this happened in our nation, but it's a worldwide pandemic when it comes to these baby mama terrorists. A baby mama terrorist is separate from a mother. A baby mama terrorist is separate from a lady or a woman.
Right.
A baby mama terrorist is the ones who terrorize fathers for being their children's lives. Ain't no other way around it. You can't sit back and say they're not terrorists. Yes, they are. They domestic terrorists because they fuck up communities. They fuck up livelihoods. They destroy children. They hate themselves. So, like I was saying before, this woman in the video talking about, men don't love themselves. I agree with her because when it comes to black men, majority of them don't love themselves because they was raised by a baby mama terrorist that chose single motherism.
Right.
They have no father in the picture. Most men was alienated out the picture, or she ran them off out the picture. So I agree to the fullest when these black women sit back and say, these men are weak, they're emotional, they don't want to marry black women and all that shit. I agree. And a lot of these same guys was raised by baby mama terrorist mothers. They didn't have no father. And you look up the stats, and I'm not even going to talk about just the black community as a whole. It shows that when they raised by a baby mama terrorist, and also a baby mama terrorist who's a single mother versus a regular, I think it's a regular, but versus a single mother that didn't choose to be a single mother, two different individuals.
Right.
These baby mama terrorists, the lack of a father caused more suicides. It caused more high school dropouts, more time going to jail, more suicides, and females having kids out of wedlock and so on, having multiple kids, and also being low income.
Right.
See, they're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, no, we're gonna talk about it all because you just raised a good point. This is the generational curse that is trending. You hear them say it a lot. They talk about the generational curse, but they don't talk about the generational wealth, because you know what I mean, ain't no wealth coming out of this generation. No generation is wealthy.
Exactly. So, so that's what made me come out with the baby mama terrorists, and I call them all out. I'm controversial. They hate me because they mad because I won't go and join the code. I don't ride to go along, get along train. I call it all out. These baby mama terrorists been raising our boys for the last 30, 40, 50, 60 fucking years. And you want to sit back and talk about black men this and black men that when they was raised by the same women that y'all protect, keep on code, and say they're kings.
Right. Absolutely. And it's just crazy, man. I mean, women for the longest, they trade freedom for security, and the incentive program is proof of that. But we already know that that's like beating a dead horse. So what I like to do over here is I like to give my brothers some ideas and I like to give them motivation, because at the end of the day, we have more power. We have a hand in this situation, more of a hand in this situation than we like to play that we do. You know what I mean? So,
right.
I mean, I like to tell my brothers they gotta stop running from child support and actually get it. Just take care of it, knock it out. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what type of woman you dealing with. You know what I mean?
Right. Another thing, what we gotta do before the child support, we have to stop fucking around with these no life to ass baby mama terrorists, because we have to decide on either we're gonna do this oopsie, this quick hit, this opportunity hit, or you're gonna protect your seed and just go about your business. Don't even fuck the motherfucker.
Right. And that's absolutely correct. And then once you make your mistake, man, you know, that's the hard part about it. Because as we go to the graph, as you said it earlier, and you pointed out, you said it very well, the baby mama terrorists, look at the graph right here. You know what I mean, guys? These are the women. Let me put up another graph.
Hey, I like that though. Hey, I
yeah.
Shit.
Man.
Hey,
all right, well,
hey,
you know what I mean?
before you change this shit, I gotta say something. Now, you was over there on my other show that I just did about Timothy Simp skins. This right here, I want y'all to look at this. This squad, the one on the left, he's G Thug, Fake Alpha, Simps. Them the two right here.
Right there.
That's him.
That's them.
Mama terrorist.
Look at us, man. We ain't fucking off.
Right.
You,
look,
I told him he the teacher.
Yeah, and look,
we
this
gonna
baby
get him
mama
when we fit in.
terrorist, the baby mama terrorist didn't even raise him. See, he was living with the grandmother, and we talking about the one that showed up in school. Simp,
right.
He was simp, and he was one of them fake G thugs, fake alpha. He wasn't shit. See, that's what I'm saying.
That's yeah. He was responsible. We touched on this story. He was one of those dudes that manipulated the Pookie with his finances, because he lived in a nice neighborhood, and he had a little bit of bread. So
yes, Mansfield, Texas. I used to go back and forth out there, and I was actually where I was sleeping at was around the corner, close to that school. So and that school, I mean, the area is diverse, and they don't have crimes and stuff like that. It's very nice. Not saying ain't no low income that's in there. There's always some bum in there. But this dude was a fake thug trying to get attention. And when he was really one of these geek squads. And that's why all this bullshit came to play. And the mother, who wasn't even in her life, you see she had a big ass tat on her neck and tat on her face.
She was a Jezebel. She was
right.
over here in that lime green. I don't got the chart with the wording removed, but if you
But
see
I
the
see it
lime
right
green,
here.
she's an it
Masculine.
girl. All masculine. Yep. Single mother. That's the single mother section.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. So I want y'all to look at this, y'all.
I'm already feeling it, man.
You know what I'm saying? You see this green, this lime green right here, masculine women, baby mama Ted's mother. I'm gonna add that. Baby mama Ted's mothers create.
That's what that is. That's what
it is.
See,
oh.
but see the baby mama terrorists. See, all of these women is baby mama terrorist ones too. Because let's check out the yellow section, guys, for a minute. The yellow section, that's our fans only. That's our sex selling women. You know what I mean? So those women, we know they baby mama because they're about the bag. So
yeah,
they're
baby mama Ted's if they ain't got no kids. They the future.
You walking, how they say OKL, what did Jesus say when he Proverbs 7, where they was walking towards? The pig meal. Yeah, that's what you walking. That's what you walking towards when you messing with them women. And then we could go to the green section where that's the masculine women. That's our single mothers. That's our BMTs, guys. That's our BMTs. So we know they're programmed to get it how they get it. You know what I mean? It all goes back to the programming, guys. Then we have our it girls and our Jezebels. You know, that's gonna be our younger women. Those are the girls that those gonna be our pretty ones though. They pretty. You know what I mean? That's all it is though. All it is pretty.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I'm glad you say that. Before we go, I gotta let Denzel speak for Malcolm X on that because you think you think this pretty woman's a good girl. She's pure and all this shit.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I'm gonna let Denzel speak.
You've been tricked.
You've been had.
You've been had. You've been bad.
Right. And you know what I mean? But you know, Zaddy take good care of them because they feed the market. Those the girls that they spend hella money on them handbags and them the cosmetics. You know what I mean? So he love the it girls. You know what I mean? So he gonna let them get away with whatever.
Right. Then, that's family court.
Right.
The biggest.
Yeah, we know that. Because they don't know that, they don't have no education, and these women be type blah too because they relied on they pretty. They never really had to get social skills. They never had to learn how to be good people.
Right.
So that's why they kind of suck. When you get you ever been with a good looking girl that just was an airhead? Well, most of the good looking ones are airheads, and it's just blah. It's like paint drying on a wall. Just damn. Like if you're not bringing the excitement, don't look for it in them. You ain't gonna get it.
Exactly, 100%. And that's what I'm saying. This masculine woman, the one I saw, Timothy Simpskin's mother, she fit the lime green and she created a G Thug, aka Simps. This right here, but he's really one of these yellows, Geek Squad. You can't make it. Yeah.
And a lot of the guys we see laying in the middle of the street, and doing dumb joint. A lot of them is the nice guys and geek squads.
Look what his man lives at, and he got to bring a gun and shoot somebody.
Exactly.
But you see, they be nice guys, but they worship the simps and the G thugs. It's weird because they look for that masculinity that get beat out of them in the crib. They look for that masculinity in the G thugs and the simps. But the G thugs and the simps, they're programmed to swindle you. All they saw was they hell of a mother swindling dudes. So it's a vicious war. Like I tell people, 71% of women ain't right, and 80% of dudes ain't right. So the war really between them two. And us alphas and y'all 29% virtuous women, y'all just casualties of war. We casualties of war.
And that's why we have to separate ourselves.
Hey, Mr. Palmer, by the way, I want to commend you on that video you did today on that Simpkins. I want to commend you because people don't even understand the dynamics. I like how you pointed out him being in that Geek Squad.
Yeah.
I made a video the other day on Simpkins, the same time it went out. And if you look at the surroundings of his life, he was just a wannabe. You know what I'm saying? He was one of them people that was trying to appeal to the streets. But if you look at his environment, look at his support, first of all, he was raised by nothing but hell of a mothers. Right. Second of all, he had nothing but support around him. So I'm gonna keep it real. There was no reason why he had to come to that school with a gun and do all those things. Exactly. They could have easily extinguished that situation.
He had family. He could have had him come there and jump on him, a fight or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right. I was gonna say when you got bread, sorry, not to cut y'all off, but when you got bread like the mother used to when you see this how they contradict themselves, because she used the fact that he got bread for being bullied. but she never mentioned the fact that when you in that predicament, come on now, we all hood. So I've been in my hood, and I've been the dude that my mom's had a job, so I always got bread. So when you always got bread, you know you manipulating everything, you moving everything. You ain't really gotta fight unless you do some snake shit. Let's keep it a buck now. They don't talk about that.
They don't.
They don't.
They
They
don't
not
talk
gonna
about
talk about it. They gonna do videos like the one this woman did, talking about some men don't love black women and they not gonna marry you. Why would I want to marry baby mama Terrence of the future? Why? I mean, look what all the shit y'all cause. Y'all
My-
fuck with the black community.
we are we are looking the detriment dead in his eyes. That lady threw a party for her son after he did that.
Exactly. So
And,
you telling me that we supposed to want to marry your types, and you want to make us weak
Come
and
on,
all
man.
these excuses on why we don't want your funky ass.
Come on,
yo,
man.
I tell them quick, yo. I tell any female, yo, listen, if I made a shit sandwich, put lettuce and tomatoes and some pickles and some fried onions on it, oozed the mayonnaise on the side, and gave it to you, would you eat it? And as soon as she say no, I'm gonna look at her and be like, well, thank you. We don't subscribe. And that's the problem. They have made themselves into a product that we ain't buying. The real ones ain't buying. You know what I
Nope.
mean?
100%.
100%.
But you know what she was talking about, I didn't entertain none of what she was saying. Cause like I say, I agree with you saying black men don't love themselves. Cause I look who they was raised by, look where they come from. They like it's a lot of Timothy Simp skins out here.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't entertain stuff like that. And then she's saying she was married for 26 years and she said he went through hurdles. That means he dipped off, cheated, and fucked around. It's
Point
obvious.
blank.
Yeah,
Yeah, because she couldn't hold them down. She don't know how to be content.
yeah.
That's the problem with these women. These women, that's the thing. Like, guys, y'all know what it is. Y'all know I was gonna get on it. Y'all know how I do. I don't know if y'all heard the intro. We had a little bit of audio trouble in the beginning, but we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, movements, or
That's right.
religions over here. But we don't complicate common sense either. So we understand this is a spiritual world. The spirit sees shit before the body, before the flesh see it. And this is a spiritual world, guys. You know what I mean? So the child support shit is our punishment for not staying on our purpose.
Exactly.
Right? So
That's a
you know what I
fact.
mean? If you're a dude and you fighting this child support joint, it's because you it's like, picture Adam not taking his punishment. Picture Adam not getting kicked out of the garden. Picture him saying, no, I'm not going. It's some things in life you gotta own up to, you gotta stand up to, you gotta look it right in the face,
Hey,
and you gotta get it.
Real talk.
Because
Hey,
That's real shit.
I gotta cut you off, man, on that part. Adam should have told Eve, I ain't going. That's what he should have told that too when she
Right.
told him to eat the apple with his
Yeah.
dumb ass.
Right.
Let's take it a step further, Mr. Goodbread and brother. Adam tried to throw her under the bus. Most of these men do
The
that same
sucker,
thing.
the sucker.
That
And
sucker spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's that simp enforcement. That's simp
Simp
enforcement.
I'm saying, man. That's why I say it started back in the Bible day when it comes to these baby mama tears and these simple forces. It started with him.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So
And Lucifer. It really started with Lucifer. Lucifer was the dude that God gave him everything, and he still wanted to be better than God. We know that. We know that dude. Don't we help dudes? We help dudes every day, and they take what we help them with and run and fight us with it and use that as a weapon to come at us. And
exactly.
you see it in these YouTube streets. They was mentioning. I saw the video you did on Mr. Palmer about the dude. Why mention people? Why?
That's what they do best. Self snitching at its finest.
we call it simp force. We call it simp forces. Lesbian men over here. Those the lesbian men. They have lesbian men behavior. They hate men, but they like coochie. You know what I mean? So they lesbian
male
men.
feminists. Male feminists.
A beta male ain't nothing but an independent woman. That's all.
Exactly. And majority of them side with these feminist whores.
That's what's crazy, because the alpha woman have led us to the dumps, and this is who we praise. This is who, if you ask 80% of the guys, they'll tell you, my shorty got to go 50-50. She got to do this. Boy, you need not to have sex with women. Then if you enter in these relationships with that mindset, it's gonna get you, man. Female nature gonna take you.
You know
Man,
what?
this
Oh, what
morning, man. This morning, if I was with a female, and she
uh-huh.
said, I'm hungry. You want some?" And I said, "Yeah." And I gave her the money to pay for everything. I was playing chess when I did that. You understand what I'm saying? Because females like to take advantage, but also that's just my nature. I don't let women take care of me. I just don't let it happen. I'm sorry. It
And you
don't
know
happen.
what? I can
Yeah.
relate to that because the baby mama tears, I was with one of these baby mama tears, you know what I'm saying? I was dealing with somebody that made more money and I was reaping the benefits, thinking it was all good, but at the same time, yeah, yeah, let me tell you. And I thought we can build something good and everything, you know. Uh, but you know, the reality was when you're dealing with somebody, especially one of the black ones who think they're educated, if they make more money, you most likely they think they got you or they want you because they want to control you, mold you, make
Oh
you
look,
be somebody
oh look,
robot. Yeah, they come
you
from that.
just mentioned it. You mentioned the turquoise. If you look at the top, the turquoise part of this chart is PhDs, independent Isabels. Those are
Exactly.
the ones.
Right.
That's the one.
Yep. Yep. The motherfucker. Like I had my own when I worked at the Cook County Hospital. I was doing.
Pat Wayboy, what I did was I gave her $30 to pay for my meal and her meal. That's what I did.
Oh, you talking to Hank?
Yeah, Pat Wayboy. He said, "What, bro did?" He said, "Wait, bro did what?" I paid for my meal and her meal.
Oh, you talking about that? Okay. Yeah,
I was
but I
just,
dealt with somebody that made more money, and the problem is when you're dealing with somebody. If you're a man, you're dealing with one make more money. Most of them are so-called independent. Most of them don't know they role. They think they the boss. They think they supposed to be a
Mm-hmm.
lead. But when she got with me, you got with the wrong nigga because I was raised by my mom and daddy. I don't play that whole shit. That
Right.
ain't it ain't gonna work.
It
So
ain't gonna work.
it ain't gonna work. And these motherfuckers think they can run you, control you, mold. Look at the thin line between love and hate. Now he
Right.
had his own club. She was
Right.
rich, but he had his own
Right.
shit going. What did she try to do? She tried to
Right.
emasculate him by saying, "Hey,
yup.
we'll
There you
give you
go.
we'll give you the club. I'll let you do the club, but you can stay at home with me." So you emasculate. He don't have to be there, but you can have the club. So that right there shows that she want to switch roles. He got to wear the panties, and she wear the draw, and she wear the pants. And that's what I'm saying. It wasn't gonna work. But look what happened after he said, "Man, I'm gonna go ahead and end it." She ended it, and he said, "All right, cool," and went on about his business. Then finally he had to get firm with her, and then they go to baby mama terrorists. She tried to kill him and the girlfriend, all that stuff. That's what these baby mama terrorists do. The ones that got money and got education, degrees, and
Yeah,
professions.
yeah,
Them are the worst baby mama terrorists. They worse than the Section 8 baby mama terrorists.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They think they try to take on a man's role, so they think once they get that independence and that money, they can do what a man does.
Right.
So man comes in the house now. I'm gonna be the man. I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna do that.
Exactly. And that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. A lot of us was Martins.
Right.
We had our own thing going, but we just had more than this bitch. And she thought that, hey, I could still run this shit because he want me for my money. He may
Mhm.
want me, but I could buy him. And I'm not the person to be sold. Not me.
And the
Right.
only thing they can do is hold money and pussy over your head at that point. They can't really do anything else.
Well, you know what? In this day and age, I say the pussy value have went down. The Dow Jones pussy went down since the '90s. So I have to say I disagree. The value ain't
Okay,
that high
okay.
no more. I have to say
Yeah.
like top
I no,
I,
I agree with you on that tip. I agree with you
I
yeah.
was gonna say that. I
100%.
was gonna say that
'90s
too.
in the '90s, yeah, but now no, it
No,
ain't.
I
No.
Yeah.
brother,
It's
I agree with you
$40.
100%.
Yo, yeah, let me tell you guys a joke, yo.
That shit is a metro phone bill.
Exactly.
As I ran down the rabbit hole, I found out that feminism is all. You know what feminism is over? Feminism is over $40, guys. Dude ain't paid him $40, and the chick got mad and started feminism. Feminism is over $40, guys.
Seriously.
Yeah, and then me and Mrs. Goodbread, we was doing a review for the feminist Monopoly game, right? They got a sheet Monopoly out here where the men start off with less money than the woman, right? And check it out. When I pass go, I get $200. When she pass go, she get $240. So now that's why feminism is over $40, man.
I believe it to the T. And that's what I'm saying. When she was talking about men don't want to deal with child support. First of all, why would I want to deal with child support if we got a baby? Why we can't just be equal parenting? See, everybody talking about this child support and me engaged with child support, but not one of these baby mama tears talk about equal parenting. So you telling me that you want what's best interest of the child, but you rather for me to pay 25%. Then us do 50-50, equal parenting, meaning everything 50-50. These baby mama terrorists don't want 50-50. All you gotta do is ask a baby mama terrorist, well, since you saying that you want him to take it a kid, why not have 50-50? Then they say, oh no, he did see that.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all quick to talk about child support. You want 20% or 25% of what this person make. But when you ask these motherfuckers about equal parenting, 50-50 split, then they talk sideways. So that's what I'm saying. These bitches know what they want. They want to live off your money. That's
right.
They want to. Yeah, it's definitely the money. Because I like what you touched on. Because think about it, guys. Let's dig in now. Let's dig in, guys.
Right.
Think about it. The average guy that pays child support faithfully, right? This guy right here, like myself, because I'm only speaking from experience right now. You know what I mean? We get visitation rights, which you don't even get granted visitation rights once you pay your child support. Which you should figure like we at court. No, you got to take a whole nother day off from your job now to come back and sign and stand in front of another judge to get visitation rights. But we're gonna let that we not gonna mention that. All right. But then when you look at it, right, you will have your kid from Friday to Sunday. That's 3 days. It's 7 days in the week. So you already got your kid almost half the time, right? So now when you get your kid, it don't just stop. You don't just tell your baby moms, hey, send $20 out of that child support check over here, which no, you still spending money, and you got the hot days of the week. You got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Ain't no such thing as sitting in the house with your little one. Then you got the loophole guys. You got the guys that have to work the weekend because now we in the hole because now the child support kicking us in the ass. So how the fuck is we gonna see our kid?
Right.
You know what I mean?
You don't see them, they say you a deadbeat, don't want to be a father.
I'm telling you, nowadays women, I'm telling you, they only care about themselves. You can even ask your average woman, what what do you bring to the table? Just ask your average woman. Not nowhere will they say, I can take care of children, I can be a good mother. And they never say that.
And you know what? Yeah. This is why when you dealing with a baby mama terrorist, I tell all the men, you dealing with a baby mama terrorist and you on child support, you pay your child support. And if they say they need extra money, can you give me extra money? You tell them Walmart is always hiring. I can't do nothing for you, bitch.
That's a real fact. Come on, bro.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Great point.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm serious. If anybody complain about motherfucker don't want to be here and all that shit, and you only getting $300 or $100 in the blood and mouth, you tell them that Walmart is always hiring. Because for this is how I look at it. You telling me that because he's giving you $100, that give you a reason not to make it happen for yourself, to work, better yourself, to upgrade, how you value, put yourself in your bootstrap. You're gonna put it on him who you put on child support to pay $200 because you knew he wasn't worth a damn when you got one in the first place. And then you don't want him to have no parents and you just want him to have once a week or every other weekend, shit like that.
Right.
But you expect him to pay you child support, and then when you call and say I need $1,000 to pay for school, you expect him to pay half or pay it all. Get the fuck out of here. Walmart.
It's not child support.
Walmart. And guys that's listening and tuned in, don't remember, you guys, we don't cater to the bullshit, so don't be over here getting your dopamine fix on, man. If you struggling and if you in some type of situation, face it like a man. Don't worry, you're gonna get hit, you're gonna take a hit. But why dodge it? Take the hit now so you can build yourself back, guys. I swear to you.
I have.
The fastest way to become an alpha, the fastest way to become a man's man is to face that. Fight him. He gonna try to turn into a dragon on you, but that's okay. It's all bluff. You're gonna knock the hell out of him. Fight him though. Fight him. Lucifer ain't never win, guys. Lucifer ain't never win. And y'all got to remember, it's a spiritual war going on outside, yo.
And this is why, Lilith don't let set up for faith in these baby mama tears. I'd rather if you wash your hands and move on.
That's a fact, guys. The shelter is your best friend. I know a lot of guys in New York, y'all listening to me. Y'all don't like the shelter. It's a piece of shit. But a shelter, yes, your peace of mind is worth everything.
It's gold.
All right, guys?
Platinum.
If anything costs you your peace of mind, it's too expensive.
It ain't worth
Remember that.
And it ain't worth it.
It ain't worth it.
I tried it, man.
Right.
It ain't worth it.
Let it go.
Wash your hands.
People just gotta learn how to let go.
Right.
You have to, because you the one gonna lose when it blows up in your face, not them.
Yep. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Remember, guys, if you don't take nothing from this, if you don't take nothing from this broadcast, you're gonna take that this is a punishment for us not chasing our purpose. This is why you don't ever chase no woman. You don't chase no woman. And I stand ground on this, guys. I have everything that anybody you could worship. I have that. And I have my freedom, right? And I'm telling you guys, nowhere in the Bible do it say you gotta pay Eve. Adam paid Eve for his property, guys. You know what I mean? You
Tell her Walmart. Tell Eve Walmart. Shit.
Right, guys. So you guys gotta understand. Y'all gotta get on y'all grind. Y'all gotta understand. Cain, you know his punishment was? They took his purpose from him. That lets you know how serious a man's purpose is. Because he could have killed Cain for killing his brother, but he didn't. He took his purpose away. This is why all real men know you chase the bag. You don't chase the woman. The woman gonna hold down. Her job is to hold down her kids, which she's failing at.
Right.
Our job is to work our ass off. That's all he did. That's all he asked us to do after she bit the apple. Think about it. He have us doing what he already built us to do. He designed us to take care of the garden. So all he asked us to do, because we wanted to be in simp mode, was, all right, now you gotta work. Now you gotta work. You can't just go shake that tree and the apple fall out. Now you gotta work. You know what I mean? And that's all. And those of you on this chart here that we got shown, those of you, if you wanted this four, stop trying to do the least. If you identify with any one of these four, you gotta stop trying to do the least for the most, and you gotta sacrifice, guys. You seen Abel gave it up. Abel, he has that alpha male energy.
I'm glad I'm glad you said that, brother.
Yeah, I'm a fan right now. I don't know if y'all know. I'm just
listening. Has that alpha male energy. He sacrificed it all. He sacrificed how people was going to look at him, how much money he was going to be able to stunt with. A lot of y'all ducking child support to floss a knot on social media, and you're bugging out. You're prolonging your success, guys. Remember, y'all, we always in this gynocracy. We always in this gynocracy. Don't one person make one person better than the other except the knowledge.
And you know
Stop
what?
thinking you know everything.
I want to piggyback off that, and that's what I'm telling y'all. You have to wash your hands and move on. It's the same thing, because when it's all said and done, I tell y'all, this news of time, it's gonna set you up for failure. And you have to look at that sacrifice, even if your kids you got to wipe off because they too manipulated. They setting you up for failure when they come over your house, causing havoc and destruction and fucking up your foundation. You have to look at that as a casualty of war, and you have to look at that as a sacrifice for the greater good. And you do not let no manipulated ass kid, no baby mama terrorist, or some enemy, because they're the opposition now. You do not let them set you up for failure. You go around it, you cut their ass off, you write it off as an L.
Yeah, listen, guys,
that's right.
Guys, on Sundays, right, we have a Bible reading. We have a real red pill Bible reading. Because if you really red pill, guys, this is why I tell y'all, this is why the intro is we don't cater to none of that bullshit. You know what I mean? We have a red pill book reading because we read out the Bible, and I got proof of everything that come out of my mouth. Just to piggyback off what Mr. Palmer said, it's verses it's verses in that book that back everything he just set up. It's verses in there, guys.
That's a fact.
And we'll touch on them. So y'all subscribe, y'all follow, y'all already know we gonna touch on it. I don't do it for views. So I'm gonna touch on things that other people scared to touch on because they don't want their algorithms or they, you know what I mean? Listen, I'll touch on everything. I can't get canceled. You can't cancel me. And again, guys, y'all want to get off that company policy shit. All right. Company policy is not bad. I'm not going to tell a job is a job, but you, like we just said, God sent us here to work. So don't just be settling with no job, because once you are tied to company policy, you got a shackle on you, bro. You in the gynocracy. The gynocracy got a hand on you.
You're a slave.
Right.
These baby mama terrorists want you to be a slave. That's why they try to use that child as a goddamn handcuff.
Right. You got to remember these baby mama terrorists, they working with Zaddy. They tag team partners with Zaddy.
And you got to
promise them something. And Zaddy promised them something and told them they can act however they want to act. Right. And he
spend the money how you want to spend it.
Right.
Right. And remember this, man. the woman is really your infrastructure. So in war, how do you destroy a nation? You conquer the children and the women. That's what's going on. How do you conquer the children? You get to the woman first. So they got to the woman already, and it's a 73% rate in the black community alone of single parents, and most is predominantly women. So they accomplished that part. They got to the woman, and they got to the children already. We can't even raise our young boys anymore.
Nope.
We can't do that no more. And no, real talk. 'Cause us as black men or men, period. Because I'm not discriminating, but I'm a black man, so I speak for them. Us as black men, we got to take that throne back because we at the bottom of the barrel. You understand what I'm saying? And the only way we're gonna take it back is through leadership. But we don't realize that. We think giving power to children and women and other people and not taking our power back, we think that's okay. And we think it's alpha just to have sex with women. We think it's an alpha because we go to the gym and we would have made 100K or 200K a year. We think that's good enough, and we think that's leadership. It is not leadership because we do not control our dynamic as men. Period. Men are the how do I put this? Men should be the council of villages and families. That's not what we are right now.
Absolutely.
Not at all, 100%. And this is what I'm saying. So when that woman was talking about men don't love themselves and child support is a good old thing, not mention none about parenting or being married or
right,
co-parenting, which I don't like the word co-parent. But co-parent means control the other parent.
Yeah.
So,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why everything she was saying, I didn't entertain because stats shows that when it comes to the black community, what is 72% single mother rate, and the majority of the 72% are baby mama tears who chose single motherism.
That's right.
And I'm gonna put something in just for a second to show you how much these mother earths love their kids. These Al Keishas, Al Senoritas. I just put the link in there. Check this out. This is the ones who raise our boys. And matter of fact, I'm trying to look at the chart. Can you make that out? I don't really know. I don't think you have it in here. Do you see what I got in the background, bro?
Yeah, good break. Just put it up for him.
Just click on it.
Hold on. What I gotta do, guys? You know me. I'm hood.
It's don't you got some boxes on there like it shows you?
Check it out. What look for?
I see you.
There you go.
I see you.
Go.
I see you.
It's another one that say his name.
See, that's why I fucks with y'all, yo, because we learn every day.
I want y'all to see this. These the ones that sit back and tell you. I want y'all to look at this, y'all. These are the baby mama tears that tell you that it's about the children and it's about our boys, but you raising our boys to be like this. And then they put on social media. Listen, they put on social media thinking it's funny. The women will say, that's cool, and ha, nothing wrong with it. Men ain't gonna say, what the fuck wrong with you? And then when you say something, they sit back and say, who hurt you? Your mama black, you ain't shit. Oh, you just jealous, you hating, you a deadbeat and all this shit. But you got a boy on the pole, look like he's too big to be in diapers, but he's swinging around that pole while the two little girls laughing and watching, and the baby mama parents who put the child up there. And you gonna sit back and talk about some damn men hate themselves? Nah, you hate men, motherfucker. Because why would you put a baby on there, spin on a goddamn pole, and put on social media crying, laughing because y'all want the alphabet. Y'all want alphabets.
Yeah, they're in the matrix. They want the views. They do anything for views. That's what's sad because who told our women that being popular was successful? Popularity is not success.
Listen, you don't even see the two little girls on it. You see the boy. But see, but if he come out, and look, if he come out here shooting the school like in Texas, if he come out here jumping on people and beating on women and doing graping these women, y'all gonna say it's his fault. No, it's the motherfucker that raised them.
Dog, Mr. Goodbread. Me and Mr. Goodbread talk about this all the time. If his son become a football player and a scholar or a businessman, I raised him. That's my boy. Right. But if his son end up a gangster killing everybody or doing some derogatory shit, He
make his
making
own
money. That's his
decisions.
daddy jeans. That ain't daddy. He ain't get that from me.
Exactly. But you see this though. You can't make this shit up. That's what I'm saying. But y'all,
You
that's why I
can't make
say
this shit
I
up,
don't
boy.
entertain. I don't. That's why I say I came out with the platform, bro, because this shit need to be out here. We need to spread awareness that these
The
baby
fact.
mama parents exist, and we need to do our due diligence to find out who we're dealing with to the T. And don't just pump and dump and knock them up and have kids with somebody you think that's a good person because you think, and because she got more money, because she got her own hair, because she say black power, just
Because
because
she got a crib in New York. It's the crib.
because
And
after the fact that this bitch is a baby mama terrorist is finna try to set you up for failure, if not set you up for failure. And
That's
then
a
raise the kids to be like this, and then say it's your fault.
Blame it all on you.
Yeah.
blame it all on you.
Yeah, look at this.
And it's
That's what I'm saying.
crazy.
You can't make this shit up.
That's ridiculous.
Yo, I think, guys, I already know. Mr. Palmer, you gave me extra time. I mean, I know you're busy. You're a busy man. I really, really appreciate you coming out.
I be running for child
It's-
support, bro. It's a hell of a drug, bro.
Yo, man.
Definitely me too, man.
Look at that boy. Look at that boy. Look at that boy, though. That boy gonna be good.
Where he learned it? Hey, chat. I want to ask the chat. Hey, chat.
Look
Chat.
at that
Hey, chat. Put a 1 in the chat if he learned that from his daddy, and put a 2 in the chat if he learned that from his mama. Y'all let us know what y'all
And look
thinking.
at the other little one spinning them. The other little one, like they just it's like I tell you guys all the time. It's the house that the Zaddy set it up too. The single mama household, the BMT household, it's the same dynamic. It's the master slave dynamic, yo. It's the plantation, guys.
Look at the chat.
The single. Now let me break it down though. Look, this gonna go on in the plantation. This, like I say, every single mother household has is their own plantation, right? So once they apply to Zaddy's assistance, Zaddy counts all of their money. You know what I mean? So it's like they pick their cotton, and Zaddy know how much they take their cotton right onto Zaddy, and Zaddy, you know what I mean, give them what he want them to have, and then he keep the rest. You know what I mean? It's the same dynamic. And then what you have the hell of a mother, she's the master, and then her kids is her property, and her kids is the slave. You can't tell a master what to do with their property. You can't tell.
And I'm glad you say that because
can't tell a baby mother what to do with her property. Like in the Simpkin case. Look at that. That's her property.
Simp.
Get it right. Get it right, please.
Simp.
Skin.
Right.
Okay.
Now here's another one I want to show y'all where this baby mama take her. They say, the woman was saying mothers, they love their children. This motherfucker did a damn news conference. She want her daughter. We don't know where she is, and now she's charged with second-degree murder. Her and a simp force a boyfriend. Oh my God! Yes, sir. So I'm gonna play this clip right quick because that's what I'm saying. Y'all sit back talking about men don't want to be fathers, and mothers are the most protected mother when it comes to their kids. When we all know that mothers are the most abusive, the most neglective, and they do the most murders when it comes to our children. But y'all say these the best fit.
I mean, they get the right. They kidnap them from. Think about it. They kidnap our property. It's rewarded to them. That's our property. All the women do, guys, is incubate your property for 9 months and then regurgitate it back to you.
Exactly. Y'all ever heard this term? I brought you in this world so I could take you out.
100%.
That's the property. That's their property right. You can't take them. You can't. You can't tell them what to do with their property. You can't tell them what to do with their slaves. Could you tell a slave master what to do with his slaves?
Nope. And that's why.
And not every slave plantation had weapons.
And that's why, bro, I say that when it comes to the black ones, these motherfuckers talk about white supremacy. Y'all worship white supremacy. Y'all condone white supremacy. Y'all talk about how white supremacy is so bad, but y'all take the same black king that you call a king and put him in white supremacy. Family court. That's why black men on child support at a high rate, because most of them is failed relationship and divorces. But I want y'all to check this video out when this bitch play victim, but then she's charged. Check it out.
My baby, just please contact the police. Just please, I just want my baby home.
Where the tears? No tears.
Come on, man. She look like she capping all day.
Right. Let's continue.
Meriwether alongside Elizabeth Bow, just hours after police arrested the mother of Nevaeh Allen, we're finally learning what investigators believe happened to the baby girl.
Investigators believe she had been abused even before the incident that led to her death. That's part of the reason why this afternoon police arrested her mother, Linnea Cardwell, and slapped Cardwell's boyfriend, Philip Gardner, with additional charges. Investigators say.
And look, what they be trying to do when y'all first hear about this, when stories like this, they try to say it's a stepfather. They put the title in the news article, stepfather. Ain't no stepfather. It's the motherfucking boyfriend, second forcer.
Right.
Yeah, they want it. They gonna do that on purpose.
They want to keep the father image bad.
Exactly. No, it was the boyfriend, but let's continue.
Yeah.
Both played a role in the baby's murder and attempted to cover it all up. Perry Robinson has been on top of this story since the beginning and has uncovered even more tonight. Perry.
Hey, Liz and Greg, this is new video tonight of police escorting Nevaeh's mother to prison. And since our last newscast, we've also learned exactly what investigators believe happened the day the toddler died. But we must warn you, though, the details you're about to hear are graphic. Tonight, Linnea Cardwell and her boyfriend, Philip Gardner, are behind bars for killing this sweet and innocent child, Nevaeh Allen. Cardwell and Gardner were both booked on charges of second-degree murder.
And it saddens me to have to stand here with our partners and hold a press conference to discuss the fact that this beautiful, innocent angel is no longer with us.
According to arrest records, Gardner says on the day he reported the baby missing, he saw Cardwell punch Nevaeh in the stomach for grabbing her contact lenses.
Now, I want you to hear this. This the boyfriend.
This is crazy.
This the boyfriend saying that the mama beat the shit out of her and killed her. He just tried to help hide the body, but they charged them both with second-degree murder. That's what I'm saying. Even when it comes to murders, they is gender bias. You'll give a bitch who has sex with a student probation and get a man who has sex with a student life. But I want y'all to hear it all the way, because
hey, hold on, before you even put that out there though, because that was kind of stupid of him, because like for instance, let's say two people go and rob a house. One of them is just to look out, the other one kills somebody. Both of them getting charged with murder. So he just went on the square.
Yeah, he's very.
Why would you help hide the body? Like,
you aid assist the baby mama.
That's not even your baby,
bro. You aid assist the baby mama terror. That's the worst thing you could do ever. But that's a simple for. That's in that circle we was talking about.
Yep.
That's a circle. You know, he come as a 10. He come from a baby mama terror, chose single motherism. Let's tell you. Yeah, fuck them both. Here we go.
Nevaeh in the stomach for grabbing her contact lenses. The baby reportedly fell back and hit her head on the cabinet. Gardner then took Cardwell to work. Investigators say Gardner then claims after a few hours, Nevaeh refused to eat and complained of stomach pain. Nevaeh apparently laid down on the couch, and he later found her unresponsive. According to police records, Gardner told investigators he tried to give the baby CPR, but she was, quote, cold and lifeless. Investigators say he admitted to not calling 911 in order to protect the girl's mother. Instead, police say he stuffed the baby's body in a suitcase, drove to Mississippi, and dumped her in the woods.
Now you heard what he said? This dude stuffed the baby in a suitcase, drove to Mississippi, and threw in the trash can. Like I said, a simple forcer. And a
like literally, bro.
Yeah, a simple force one who aid assist these baby mama terrors, regardless of what they do. No, they ain't got to say. They don't have to have no type of accountability. And he came out of aid assist this bitch. So let's continue. Let's hear it again.
Investigators say he admitted to not calling 911 in order to protect the girl's mother. Instead, police say he stuffed the baby's body in a suitcase, drove to Mississippi, and dumped her in the woods. He reportedly even left his cell phone in the apartment, so police could not track it. Hours later, Cardwell told news cameras she had no idea what could have happened to her daughter.
I don't know what could have happened. I don't know what went wrong.
Look at this fucking bitch.
I don't know. I don't know.
You fake as hell, ho.
A false report, which led to a 3-day search by local, state, and federal officials to find baby Nevaeh.
The last time I seen my baby was before I went to work when I got dropped off. And that's all.
Your ass up, man.
You having fun? Yeah.
BRPD says the case is still far from over, with more details expected to come.
You know, as a law enforcement agency, the safety of our citizens is of the utmost importance. And this is especially true for our children.
Well, the coroner has not released an official cause of death for Nevaeh, but today's arrest records revealed the baby did show signs of physical trauma. Police also claim Gardner witnessed other instances of abuse, but did nothing to stop it. Guys, back to you.
All right, a tough case. Perry Robinson for us tonight. Thank you.
Brenda's got a baby.
And that's what I want y'all to understand. He said he watched the shit. So he sat there and allowed it. You can take it off. He sat there and allowed it. She was doing the beating. Usually it's the boyfriend doing it. No, it was the other way around. She was beating that little girl, and all because she touched her punk ass contacts. You can't, but these are the ones that we're supposed to protect. These are the ones we're supposed to shield, and these are the ones we're supposed to lead. These are the ones we're supposed to love and marry and reproduce with. That's why when that woman was talking that shit, I don't entertain that. I just show baby mama tears clips.
Yo, guys, right, real quick. I know we stretching it, but real quick, since we touched on that, the enforcement forces, let's talk about it, because we talking about everything. So might as well throw it on the table. How y'all feel about those dudes, right, that get so butthurt that they do whatever they take to try to tear the woman down instead of moving on? Because I know a few baby fathers now that take their baby moms to child support. They act like they want their kid. They get the baby moms to give them the kid because she a 29% woman, and she look at him like if he's a human being. She don't subscribe to the gynocracy shit.
Uh-huh.
So she see him as a human being. So he manipulate her to get the kid, and now he take her to child support and he try to fuck her shit up. What about those guys?
Those are the same type of guys that come around when the food stamp card get refilled. Same type of guy that come around, on a birthday party when they trying to look good for their kids. So we gonna call y'all out too.
Oh, those are called baby daddy tears. It's only
We gonna call y'all out too.
Yeah, we is. Them are baby daddy tears. Them is only a select few because majority of the time baby mama tears get 85 to 90% of the custody. Only 17.5% of men have custody. That's 1 out of every 6. So we know it's not a lot of them. But
right. And we know it's not a lot of them because it's only 29% virtuous women out there. So it's only 29% women you're gonna be able to swing.
And you know what? This is why I say that I can't sit back and say all single mothers are baby mama tears or all single mothers are bad, because I know some baby mama tears who did not ask to be single mothers, who thought that he was with the right guy and end up getting into a bad situation like men. And they take accountability.
Right.
Yeah. Right. It just so happened to be a low number of that. But
it's just a low number. But we mention it.
Very low.
But we mention it. So you can't knock us for that, guys. This is why y'all fucks with us. This is why y'all fuck with us, because we're gonna touch on it. We're gonna talk about it. You feel me? But it's very low. Right. But it's still honorable enough to mention. It's still honorable enough to mention. And shout outs to you women out there who y'all attracted a beta male provider. Y'all attracted a hell of a son. The hell of a mother made the hell of a son, and she showed them all these sneaky little tactics of how to get over on how she was getting over on her boyfriend, the stepfather. So now he got you. Right. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I tell people not born evil. People not born bad. That shit is created.
Raised, bro. You raised.
Right.
Sorry. You raised. That's why I see people get mad at me, because now the jig is up. And now, and not just me, but a lot of men talking about these modern day women, but I call, like I said, these baby mama tears, these feminists, these Al Karens and shit, because they the worst baby mama tears on the planet, these Al Karens. They the originator of destroying communities and livelihoods. And I tell people, white men, when it comes to child support and alienation, white men are the new niggas, because they go through it more than anybody. So when when these black queens say that the white men are alphas and they don't give a fuck about paying child support, you better look at all this rights movement, why it started. White men started that bitch.
Right.
We didn't start this shit. We didn't have those problems back then until Link Card started, the Welfare Act started. We was like 80-90% 100% family structure was there. We didn't have them problems.
That's a fact. We was having this conversation the other night, man. We used to look out for one another in our hood. We used to police our own hood.
Exactly.
Honestly, the gang started to police the hood. We used to have rent parties and all that. If we see a family messed up, we'll go help that family. So there was no need for really government assistance. I mean, brother OKL put me on not too long ago that shit. The Black Panthers started the EBT.
That's a fact.
We thugged our way to the EBT.
That's a fact.
And then you turn around and use it on us. Like, You know what I mean? Like when
It wasn't called EBT, but they started that assistance where they were assisting families. They would go to the stores and kind of extort in a righteous way, if you will, the store. They would let them know, like, look, man, we got families in need over here. We will offer y'all protection, and if y'all don't give us no food, we finna just come take it. So that process turned into a good thing for both of them. The government seen that, so once they infiltrated that, that's where you get your EBT. That was done in the mid to late 60s.
Hey, look, government daddy say we can extort these niggas too.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. That was done in look, and all this was happening when especially when the black woman adopted feminism from the white woman. All of that was happening when it's getting all the benefits, child support, food stamps, insurance, as long as you ain't have a man in the house.
Now it's GoFundMe's.
Right.
There we go.
Shout out to my brother Red Pill Awareness. He
Red Pill,
honestly, Red Pill Awareness, he's the man behind the scene. He put this together. You know what I mean? Red Pill Awareness told me, he said, yo, bro, your energy matched with another brother of his, which was Mr. Palmer, Fck Child Support. He was like, y'all two need to get together. He been screaming that forever.
Yeah.
This is what brothers need to do, guys. We need to tuck our ego. You know, ego is what messed Lucifer up, guys. Ego is the biggest simp. That's the biggest simp trait you can have. You know what I mean? So you want to check that. We all got egos because we all men. We all men.
Hey, and by the way, Red Pill Awareness called it out. That's what I love about it. He got the facts. They started WIC, okay? So WIC, food stamps and all that other good shit came with WIC. But if it wasn't for the Black Panther Party or just black people, period, or black men, if we will, and a competent, submissive black woman going around as villagers, taking control of their community, if it weren't for them, you wouldn't have your WIC or your assistance that you got today. So they did manipulate that. That's why you got the black woman saying, you know what, I don't need the man, the government giving me all this, so I'm gonna take all this.
Right, and that's why you got men who got brains and keeping their brains cold and changing the laws in their minds, saying, I'm good and I'm going about my business, and you get your child support or whatever you get, and that's all. Walmart always hiring.
That's a fact. And guys, let's go on and wrap this up. You know, I know my audience, they got attention span of a fly.
Yeah, I gotta go sleep on the couch. You know what I mean?
I just got in the studio. You know, I'm on and popping all night.
Yo, Mr. P, man, listen, man. Like I said, man, thank you a lot, man. Bless you, you know what I mean? Like I said, we need more of this. We need brotherhood. We need to show like we got some hood brothers, because let's keep it real. When every time somebody see me before I open my mouth, they be like, oh, he hood, he gangster, he knock the shit out of me. And honestly, B, I ain't even think about you, B. I ain't trying to risk what I got going on for nobody.
Exactly, man.
You know what I mean?
You have to stick together. But a lot of these dudes don't have no integrity, man. They do that, click the lease and that Kool-Aid ass shit to my big you. So I say the force of units. I don't fuck with them Hawaiians.
And that's a part of that brotherhood we lost, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, that's another thing. They in that circle graph you was just prosing up there.
Yo, brother Hank, I'm gonna need you, brother Hank, to subscribe to my $9 package deal, brother Hank. Brother Hank, I can tell you a good brother. You got good energy, but you got troll energy. You got troll energy, brother Hank.
Oh no, he from my page.
Okay.
No, Hank good, man. Shit. All
right, Hank.
No,
everybody gonna have their opinions and some, the way they feel.
No. We're not all gonna agree, and that's the thing. You guys gotta learn too, guys. We're not all gonna agree on everything. We all raised different. You know what I mean? They tell you that we all equal, but we ain't all equal.
No, we ain't equal, man. I say on my page, we're not gonna agree with everything. That's the truth, man. But we all got the same agenda and goals, so that's all I care.
Right, and that's all that matters, man.
Right.
Everybody,
no love lost, Hank.
If everybody agree with you, if everybody agree with you on everything you say, then you can't trust them. I'm sorry.
Right. And I'm still a page from Mrs. Goodbread, who she let the boys be boys today. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all heard the intro. She did do the intro, but I don't know. We just have an audio problem.
I was hearing the beat. That shit was hard. Who made the beat?
My brother OKL made that beat right there. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm about to holler at you, man. We gotta talk about some time. I saw the thumbnails. And
Oh no, don't get it twisted, Mr. Palmer. I'm a music producer, well renowned in my city, man. So that's what I bring to the table. No, I'm in South Florida, Broward County.
Oh man, you gotta take my email, man. We all got a link because I do music too. I'm trying to get back on my music. I'm gonna do a video for that baby.
Man, y'all tapped in with the right
that's gonna be dope, yo. We all do music then, cause I got a little bit the intro. Man, listen, this is on. This is what they don't like.
Bro, give them my number too, bro. We can definitely link up on some shit. Cause I told people I'm gonna do something in Chicago probably by next year when the pandemic is much better. And then once New York stop talking this, you gotta have a card shit with the vax. Then I'll come out there because I ain't taking that shit.
No, of course.
Yo, and
We ain't taking that shit.
Yeah,
We gotta do it.
You got the red carpet treatment when you come up to the city. You already know. Hit my line, bro.
I got most of my supporters in New York, bro. That's why I say when I'm coming out there, we gonna do something big, man. For real.
Hey, listen, though, y'all gotta don't leave me out now. Shit,
You the only man on this panel. You the only man on this panel.
I'll take a flight quick. No, don't play.
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. Take get on my number, man.
I'm gonna call you. I got you. I'm gonna shoot you a text. Matter of fact, I know you're probably gonna be busy with them.
Yeah, because I want to check it. No, I'm just gonna be on the couch. I just want to check out the music. You know what I'm saying? I've been
Hey, I like. I love it. That's right. Listen, hey, Mr. Goodbread, tell this man, bro, because you know me and Mr. Good, we always dialogue before we do shows, and we always talk. We was talking about you, man. I love your gimmick. I love your style, bro. Like that shit just be having that shit.
You know why? Because it's so relatable, man, and I get it. And you know what, Mr. Palmer, like I said, we gonna definitely holler. I got mad YouTube tricks and tips, and I stole something from you. Like I said, I learned from everybody. You see my classroom back there? I'm the substitute teacher now. When your stupid ass teacher call out, I'm gonna come in and tell you and reprogram you.
And I'm on the D's list, so I'm looking around. I'm making sure everything's strict.
I'm the street ordained judge.
I know. We gonna take over all Zaddy's little. We gonna take over his fun house. We gonna take over his workshop. We gonna take over all his joints, yo. We gonna be YouTube guys.
What happened was these bitches say, I don't mean to say bitches because I don't want to offend the hoes. These motherfuckers.
Now we ain't even gonna do that. Hold on. No. Nah. They what the music? Do you hear the music they hit? What?
Come on, we gotta go. We see that? but that's what I appreciate Palmer for that. See, that just shows. I know we laughing, y'all, but that just shows how men think logically. At the end of the day, we still know what's right. We still know what's conducive. You understand?
These motherfuckers say I'm a deadbeat. I rump a child before I sleep on the couch, and I went up to all that shit. I do everything you say I do. But we're gonna talk about what you baby mama Terry's do and don't do. So now, since I own up to that shit, when you gonna own up to the bullshit y'all been doing for all these fucking years?
Hey man, hey, shout out to Hank. Appreciate you, Hank.
Man, shout out to Hank for the super chat.
Real talk.
Word up, man.
But I appreciate y'all letting me tune in, and like I said, give the brother my number and shit. Let's definitely get it, man. We definitely gotta continue this shit.
That's
Palmer,
what's up, man.
Mr. Palmer, you ain't seen nothing yet, all right?
Honestly, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna take us out on that shit. So
okay, cool.
I like the merge. I like the merge right here. This shit fire right here, man.
Okay, y'all finna off now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Y'all lit?
I'm here.
This shit hit hard right here, man. And I told you, I got man, listen, man, we're gonna work together, bro. We're gonna work. My work ethic is super, though, guys.